Cool. Hello, world of YouTube. To those watching the post of this, the post live video, the VOD, I guess is what it's called. I'm doing a new thing, trying a thing, to kind of compensate while I work on things. I figured I'd show you me working on things. I don't know. It's an idea. I'm making hot dogs, and I'm working on a thing with hot dogs. They're not involved, but Linkin Park is. I'm working on a new format for the discography reviews. I talked about that. I'm going to do like a test slice with an update to the discography because, well, I still need to do that, and they've put out 2 records. So I'm going to be doing a thing. Hello, who is here? Does it show me? I've never done live streaming on my phone for YouTube before. So if you're commenting, I can't see it just yet, but I should have the laptop. I should have prepped this a little more. We're gonna grab my laptop while I do this. I thought I had it all prepped up. Oh, what's up, Amanda? I can see comments. Cool. Then I can see comments. I don't need my laptop, technically. I'm doing a live thing to kind of test some BTS stuff in between making a thing and making another thing. So I'm making hot dogs and working on a script for Linkin Park's new record and the album that came out before it, and talk about both comparatively in a sort of professional manner. But first, hot dogs. That needs to happen. And I have I have their last record, The Hunting Party, playing in the background so that I can listen to it kind of in passing while I work on the script mabob. You know what that's like. Buns. What's happening, Amanda? How are you today? This is also going to be weird because I've never done like posted live things on the YouTube before. I've posted live things elsewhere, but never on YouTube. It's weird listening to this album after just finishing their latest record. I don't know if you've heard their latest record, but it's definitely different than this. It's different than this last record. Let's bring this down a little more. This is a decent angle, I guess. I'm also, I don't know, adjusting on the fly, doing some on the fly stuff. If you're watching this in post, this may seem like the weirdest thing in the world. This guy's standing in his kitchen talking about Linkin Park, cooking hot dogs. Whatever. I can't find my butter knife. I guess I don't need a butter knife. Oh, wait. I saw a comment. Damn it. I guess that's a bad time. Also, I don't know what the delay is like. I'll bring up my laptop here in a minute and look through the comments that I've missed, because I just realized they don't stay up there. That's something I need to keep in mind. YouTube, you need to make your mobile live system a little better, because I'm using it, and boy, is it flawed. Is it a fraud? Is it a fraud? I guess technically I need a real knife. I'm grilling hot dogs in my kitchen, and I need to cut the sausages, the wieners. Ooh. It's a funky boy. It's a funky boy. Just trying to open a hot dog. So I'm trying to open a hot dog. If you're watching this in post and you like this idea, let me know. I might do more of these behind the scenes. My methods. What are Viral Rack's methods to how he does a thing? Really, this isn't it. This is just me making a thing. I don't know why I tried to do this again. I tried this last time. I'm trying to cook hot dogs how they do at work. They like slice their hot dogs and they lay them flat. I'm not good at that. I'm not good at that at all. I don't know why I thought this was a good idea to try again. With a real knife so I could cut myself, you know. That's using your noggin. That's your thinking skills. Pull this back up. No! Hide the hot dogs! Hide them! Hide the dog hearts! The sausages! Hide them! Nestle them in a nice little cocoon! Nice little cocoon! Oh, damn it. That doesn't go there. When also making hot dogs, you need to scream. You need ketchup. You need a cheese. I'm not done, Fridge. Stop it. And you need a mayonnaise. Specifically an avocado-based mayonnaise. Avocado oil by Chosen Foods. Not a sponsor. Not at all. Thank you for the like. Oh, man. This is a fun time. Shut up, advertisements. I'm not paying you. You're not paying me to be on my channel. eBay, Disney Pirates of the Caribbean. I haven't even seen all of your movies. So you need to just calm yourself. You know what I'm talking about. It's a problem. I got a pan. Let me pan this down a little bit. Let's get a little artistic here. I'm panning it down. So this is what I've got here. So I've got crotch shot. I've got hot dogs. I've got bun toasting station. That's what I'm working with here. Let's pan this over a little more so you're not staring at my genits. Boom. Artisticness. Film thing. You know what it's about. Dual gesture move. Alright, let me grab a fork. Linkin Park technically isn't paying me to play them in the background either, but I'm doing it for artistic purposes. I want to listen to them. That's the artistic purpose, I guess. We wait for it to simmer. I don't know what's going on. I just wanted to show you guys what I got going on with this. I need a plate. Let's bring this back up. There you go. Hand it over. When I'm finished cooking, we're going to move over to the table, the James Hetfield, so that I can work on my script and be productive for the rest of my time before I go to work. But for now, I need to wash a plate so that I can eat off it. I don't know what's happening. I really don't know what's happening. I wish I knew. Right now, what's playing is the lead single from the last record, Guilty All the Same, featuring Rakim. You know, him. And basically, stop, dishes. Basically, one of the things I'm doing with this is, or one of the ideas I have for this new format is they're more structured. Because here's a little fun fact to those watching this in the VOD and for those watching live. I normally make all of my videos very off the cuff. It's very non-scripted, not improv, but very just ramble based, and I seem to always get to a point that I need to get to in my videos. But I want to make it a little more tight, a little more structured. Stop popping at me. So that's why I figured I'd take you guys behind the scenes because this is the first one I'm actually writing. Because I've been trying to find a good starter, a good first one to do. And so I'm doing Linkin Park because, well, they're hot button topic right now in the music community who listens to them. And I used to be a bigger fan of them than I am now. But I do still like them as musicians. They've got some good stuff in their catalog. But I really wanted pizza, but my leftover pizza was gone, so I'm eating hot dogs instead. But hot dogs are also good. This is really going to be pizza and script writing, but now it's hot dogs and script writing. More behind the scenes for the behind the scenes. It's meta as shit right now. The key to a good hot dog bun toasting is you open the bun. It's like a cooking show, like a music review thing, and a man rambling in his kitchen. That's not opened properly. But you know what? I was having problems. Maybe it is open properly. That was Rakim's hot verse from Guilty All the Same. Damn it. All the same. This is a relatively popular track, if I'm not mistaken. At least amongst the fans, they seem to like it. Like back when it came out. Actually, I spun this record about 6 months ago. Had a good listen to it. There you go. Hot dogs are almost done. I should have moved my thing preemptively because you know what, my laptop's not even set up. And I'm not playing this through properly. I was just antsy to get live. Go live. Be live, boys. Someone else joined. Hello. Person I can't see who it is. Welcome to my live show where I'm making hot dogs in my kitchen and talking about Linkin Park, kind of. I'm hiding a lot of my opinions because I'm working on a script for a thing that I'm doing. This is the someone joined my live stream dance. I don't know what the fuck that is. I do know what this is though. Hot dogs have carbs. They do, but you know what? Carbs aren't a bad thing to me. They are to some people. If you can't ingest carbs, I'm sorry. Someone else joined. Hello. I'm not going to do this dance every time someone joins, but I'll do it for you as well. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm making my hot dogs. That's what I'm doing. I'm here to do a little behind the scenes doodle. I'm making my first real script in the entirety of my YouTube channel because all of my videos, for the most part, not all, most of them have been, that person left. That's sad. Most of them have been off the cuff. So I'm making a one script. Where was the math homework? I haven't been to school in 4 years. Shut up. I don't do homework anymore. War. I remember this song. This is a song. You hear those boys sizzle? Those hot dogs sizzle? Making 2 dogs. 2 dogs. No one saw it. No one saw it, okay? Unless you saw it, then you saw it. I have a lot to say about Linkin Park. I have opinions on both. I haven't shared those opinions on either. But that's what I'm working on. I'm working on a script for a comparative piece on both The Hunting Party and One More Light in the scope of Linkin Park's discography because, well, I used to do discography reviews, and I want to do them again, on the channel and talk more in depth about band sound evolution and all that sort of stuff. Like how I used to do. When in the good old days and everything was fine. Before I hate my life. Kidding. But I've been really held back by a lot of things. I'm trying to get back into shit like this. And this I figured would be a good way to kickstart that. To push me to do more. By showing you guys me doing the thing so that I'm not letting you down for those who watch this post or during the show. You know what I mean? There we go. And I'm hungry, so I figured I'd share lunch with you guys. Figure that'd be, I don't know what I thought about this. I just thought about doing it off the cuff. But you said you like the hunting party more. Is it because of the more edgy thoughts on Chris Cornell's suicide? I think it is sad. He was a great vocalist, a great singer, of inspiration to me, and he's gone. And I never got to see him live, which is a bummer. But I'm more sad that he's just not around anymore, you know? Because he's one of those guys, he's always been around for me. He's always been around to me. Like, I've always had Soundgarden around. And I'm a bigger Soundgarden fan than any of the other projects. Not that I hate Audioslave. I think Audioslave's alright. His solo work is alright. But Soundgarden was like a thing for me for like a long period of time. So, it sucks. Sorry, I'm rinsing off the thing. Also, thank you for liking it. For liking the stream. And now I'm back down to... Nope. Back up to 2. I don't know what's happening. I don't know how live things works. But they're playing the song after the war. Doing the war song. My big plan for this project, or for this update, is to convey a couple things. Legos. That's the primary thing. No, it's not. My big idea is to kind of talk, because Linkin Park's one of those bands that they have a very interesting discography as it is. And recently they've spoken about their discography, so I figured that'd be a good point to bring up in this piece. I'm going to talk about a lot of things, and I've talked about Linkin Park's pre-album release PR before. I did it in my Living Things review. Which I'm also going to be, there's going to be a lot of promotion, a lot of talking about things, and a lot about me talking about Linkin Park in that video. So that's the plan for that. Sorry, I'm garnishing the hot dogs. I'm not thinking anything through as I do it. I'm just like, I'm going to pan this thing, and then I'm going to do this thing, and then I'm going to do that thing, without really thinking of the consequences of those things. So I apologize. I don't know what all you can hear. I don't know how well you can hear it. I don't really know what's going on. All I know is hot dogs. And actually, I'm going to take you into the living room, because I don't need to write in there. I can write in here. I can write in the living room. I didn't think that through either. As you can tell, I didn't think in the process of this. Set you so that I can bring this down. Let's bring you down. There you go. Now you're nice and settled. You're nice and nestled on my thing, on my mic stand. Right now you're on my phone perched on my mic stand. That is how this is going down. Let's grab... I'm looking for this. And I guess this is also just like a live stream. Like the viewer who was here demonstrated. He just asked a question. I gave an answer. I just like talking to people, you guys, sometimes. When I'm one to talk to one of you guys. Oh, this song.
I'll spoil an opinion. I fucking hated this song. It's repetitive as sin, and it's not good. Till it's gone. I already wish the song was gone. Because it's not good. It's very annoying. And it's almost a teaser to what's to come with Linkin Park. If you think about the soundscape and stuff, not necessarily the repetitive nature, but that's also something you can look into. I like thinking about things. We're going to be bringing up the live stream and hopefully being able to see the previous comments made so that I could respond to maybe some that aren't relevant anymore. You are not locked. Shut up. Saying my laptop is locked and it's not. But this is the setup now. Here, the laptop is off screen. Hello, new viewer or old viewer. I can't see. You left already again. That hurts my feelings. How do you think One More Light will perform on the charts and with fans? Well, I know some fans already don't like it. So that's kind of a spoiler. Some fans don't like it already. They think it's trash McGarbage. Do I think it'll do well? Maybe. Only because it sounds like pop music. Some people seem to like that, some don't. So it's all gonna depend on if people like what Linkin Park are doing with their sound on this album. Like I said, I'm trying to reserve most of my thoughts because, well, I'm doing a video on it, on both, and that's what this whole thing is for. It's a preemptive thing where I'm talking about both albums, because that'll be a thing. It'll be a heavily edited thing. It's also why I'm doing this, to kind of have something out there, a new thing out there, and if people like this in post, then I'll do more. I'll do more of a thing. Another thing I didn't think about was my phone's battery life, because, well, I didn't think about that. I'm not leaving. I just have to go get my charger if I want to keep doing this. I don't want to... I'm trying to join the chat so that I can... Have you heard the new... I have heard it! I think it's amazing! I think it's so goddamn good. God damn. That's something I could do a video about, even though it's like a thing, like, because I could update the discography by talking about that. But I'll just say it here. I love the recent the recent Nine Inch Nails EP. I love that it's thick. I love that it's chaotic. I love that it's just... It's a good time. It's a really good time. I'm working on, trying to get this going. There you go. Creator Studio. I just want to join the chat so that I can see what you guys are saying if I've missed anything, because I'm pretty sure I have missed a couple things of people saying stuff. And I'll address that shit. This is Rebellion off of the Hunting Party. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this, and then I'm going to go into One More Light, because they're both on YouTube. So that's the plan. Can I not join the chat? Because I'm live. I'm a live man. Maybe I can't. I got an idea, guys. I can make this work, because I want to see if they've missed anything. You know what I mean? .com/my name. See, it's funny because... Yeah, I can do it. BTS, Hotdogs, and script writing. I can look at it. Let's see. And then... What did you think of Serenity of Suffering? What Why does that name sound familiar? I'm trying to think of what that is. Okay, I haven't missed anything. Cool. Oh, my friend Amanda said, my people need to turn on notifications so that they know I'm here. That'd be cool. Also, I am that second person, so I'm not gonna dance for me. The new oh! That's what it was. I thought it was good. I might make a thing on that. Probably not. I thought it was good. I gave it like a 6 out of 10. I thought it was a little surprising. It sounded less like I thought it would following the album that came out after that or before that, but I thought it was good. I was a little surprised. I'm gonna go grab my charger real quick, so let me because again, I didn't think this through at all, but I have a system. I know how to make this work. So he's doing a little quick dip. A little quick dip. I'm the only one watching right now, so I'm fine with that. Gives me a chance to grab a thing, set up again, and either keep with it or stop with it. Keep with it, stop with it, keep with it, stop with it, keep with it, stop with it, keep with it, stop with it. But at least now I'm charging. So regardless, things are happening. Did I like gory okay, that I don't know what that is. I don't know what gory toilets is. So I cannot comment on gory toilets. Because I did not... Oh, Deftones Gore, yeah. I like Deftones Gore. It was on my top 50 of the year last year. I like that a lot. Actually. I thought that was a really good record, actually. It would have been higher if last year wasn't a great year in music, but it was on my top 50. It was at 26 on my top 50. It's a good record. Now you get to watch me eat, sorry. I'm still here to answer questions though. And talk to you guys. Also, hello, third viewer. I know I'm one of them on the side watching the chat, but we're here to eat hot dogs and talk. They left. It's okay. Here to eat hot dogs and talk while I work on a Linkin Park script. That's the plan. That is like the least thing you should do when you're alive, but I'm hungry, and that was the whole point of this, was hot dogs. Like, this is half of the title. So I'm paying up on that. And Linkin Park's going on. Well, that's not the title. I really liked on Gore how it Crooked Teeth. Okay, I don't know what that is either. I don't know what Crooked Teeth is, so I can't comment on that either. You might have to fill me in on some of this stuff because I'm listening to a lot of music, so I can't think of what Crooked Teeth is. So I apologize. Oh, no, and I probably won't. Sorry. I haven't listened to Papa Roach in like 12 years. Yeah, that's about when I stopped listening to him. I don't really have an interest in listening to the new Papa Roach. I might check it out out of morbid curiosity if I'm out of new things to listen to for the listening log, but I do not plan on talking about or listening to the new Papa Roach album, because that is well out of my preference point at this time in my life, and I apologize. I got a dislike. That saddens me, kind of. That's one thing this doesn't show, is how many dislikes to likes it has. So I'm still sitting net positive. I got 2 likes and 1 dislike, but still, that sucks. I don't know. I don't know anything about anything. I was also never the biggest Papa Roach fan. I thought, their big hit was, it aged fast. And as a guy who likes, you know, mediocre to crappy rap metal, that was one that just did not vibe with me. And their other songs were okay, but I wouldn't say they were amazing. Like Getting Away with Murder, that whole record, it was alright, even when I was that age to, like, get into that. I've never reviewed Papa Roach before. I've never reviewed Papa Roach. I never had any intentions to review Papa Roach, because they're not a band that I enjoy. Never really enjoyed Papa Roach. And I say that as a Limp Bizkit fan. Like, I like bands like Limp Bizkit. I don't like Papa Roach. Never been my steez. Yeah, no. Henele, I've never reviewed Papa Roach. I don't know. John reviewed them recently. I don't think he's reviewed them before. But yeah, I've never talked about them before on my channel. Sorry. The rest of the bands I have reviewed, I reviewed all of those bands. Nine Inch Nails, Korn, Deftones. But I'm not for the Roachy Boys. This album is an interesting listen, especially after listening to the latest record, the record that came immediately after it. I have the new Metallica record. That's something I need to talk about. I might reserve my opinions for that, because I have listened to it, and I will say that I like it, but I want to talk a little bit more about it in depth. I completely forgot it existed, though, because like I said, last year was so good in music that even the new Metallica album kind of got washed away in the excellence of the year. That's a good hot dog. I need to get my setup fixed. Like, I need to invest in more better things so I can work on things. Like, I can have a legitimate setup. So let's pan this over. No. So I'm going to start working on the script. I have the chat right here, so I might not look at the camera, but I have it here. I have listened to the stage. I probably won't talk about that on the channel. I thought the stage was actually a little surprising. I like it a hell of a lot more than I like Hail to the Thief. Then the band kind of found a way to adapt their character from the previous record, Sonic character, into something better digestible than what Hail to the King was. Because Hail to the King was shit by their standards, which some people don't hold their standards super high. I don't think A7X is the most consistent band, but I apologize. But they definitely had better consistency with this record than they have the last one. Hello, new viewer. Welcome. Hail to the Thief. Not Hail to the Thief, Hail to the King. You know what I mean, man. Hail to the Thief is an okay record, though. It, again, by Radiohead standards, isn't the best, but it's a hell of a lot better than Hail to the King was in the scope of Avenged Sevenfold's discography. I liked the stage, though. I didn't think it was bad. I think I gave it like a 6 out of 10 last year, which is, by my standards, given that I gave Hail to the King a 3, that's a massive improvement. Also, welcome, John. I just finished the hot dogs, so now we're just gonna work on the script thing. I'm working on a new way to do discography review updates, and I'm going to write a comparative piece. I Are you talking because my internet? Is that what you're joking on? I actually got better internet now, so I can start doing things. Yes. Now if I do things, they will look good because I have better internet now. But I'm doing a comparative piece on Linkin Park. I'm gonna, because I never did a discography review update on the Hunting Party, so I'm gonna do a comparative, not review, kind of a review, but not really, on that record and this record in the scope of the discography. It's testing the new format I have for discography reviews with this update as a test slice of the pie. Do you know what I mean? I think you do. And also, Hanalei just been giving me the opportunity to do discography review updates on everyone that I don't feel like doing a video on, like Avenged Sevenfold, and not because I don't hate the records or I don't like the bands anymore, but because it's a little past the time when people would normally talk about them, like the new Nine Inch Nails record, or those fun times. The new Korn album, Deftones record, which I like the new Deftones record, but still, you get it. Also, hi, John. I never said hi. Welcome, John, to the show, where I'm doing a thing with a thing. Actually, and yeah, John, I was watching your underrated songs thing, and I was like, I need to work on that. I need to work on the video for that. This update thing. So I'm gonna be having both the Hunting Party and One More Light playing in the background, just to have ambience while I write this script. And I say script in quotes because it's more of a video essay, and that's kind of the format I want to go with discography reviews, at least with the updates. Like, I want to talk less about album to album to album like I used to, and kind of talk more about the scope of their discography and their sound and where it goes, and kind of delve into each album intermittently, kind of swapping out this with that. Like, it may have a linearity to it, but I'm going to keep jumping around with talking about their sound and more talk about what their sound does as it progresses. I don't know. It's ideas. I'm formulating them. But in the meantime, because I just finished listening to One More Light before I threw this on, and it is definitely weird going back to this because it's such a there's such a stark contrast to most of it from this to One More Light, but not inherently, not entirely. Like, there is slices of One More Light in some of the songs here, but that's not the forefront to it. I don't know. I have thoughts. Oh yeah, no, it's definitely a big difference, but I can see in some songs them going from this to that. It's just there's no guitars except for on like 2 songs on One More Light, so that's the big difference. But like I did in my Living Things review, I'm gonna talk about their PR for both records in this thing. I'm going to be talking about, because they've done different, like, Linkin Park's one of those bands interesting to follow their PR before a record, because they're very open about that sort of stuff. Like, they always have been. They've always been like, this is our sound, this is where it's going, this is where we're taking it, this is what we're inspired by at the time, and it's, like, not many bands do that. At least not now, anyway. Like, some bands used to, like, they would always be like, this is gonna be our come back to where we used to be, and it would never be that, so it would upset fans. But Linkin Park, they've, like, even recently, they were like, I did not. I meant to watch that. I watched their stint on A Good Mythical Morning, where they sang about Cheetos, or where Mike rapped about Cheetos, and Chester sang about ramen noodles. That was really interesting. But also cool. I don't know. I may not inherently love all of their music now, but I still really respect them as guys. I respect them as musicians, and I respect them for being honest and for being, upfront about themselves. They don't try to lie to their fans. They just kind of do things, and it's interesting. It's definitely really interesting to do. I mean, like, I mean, I'm still reserving a lot of my thoughts talking about them on here, but I mean, I don't want to say. I don't think it's the worst thing imaginable. Like, I've heard worst albums this year, but I can see where critics are coming from to some degree. I don't, like I said, I don't think it's the worst. Like, I'll sit with it a little more. I've only listened to it a couple times, but I'll sit with it a little more as I write this this essay, and kind of work through a fleshed out opinion on it. And one of the things I'm going to be doing with the new format, with the new direction of music, I'm actually going to give ratings to things. Like, you may not have seen it yet, but in all of my listening log updates, I talk about ratings and I rate things, which is not something I normally do on YouTube. But I figured I'd finally jump on that bandwagon, jump on that trend, and do the whole I gave a rating to a thing. And I don't think is the One More Light on the lower end of the spectrum? Yes. But is it my least favorite album of the year? Probably not. If I made a top 20, would it go on there? Maybe on the low end, because I still don't think it's amazing. I do think The Hunting Party is better, but only because of what it's trying to accomplish and what it's trying to do with the sound of Linkin Park, if that makes any sense. Like, I make a definitive case for both records. I don't think One More Light is completely out of the wheelhouse of Linkin Park. It definitely makes sense if you think about the scope of their discography, but I don't think it's amazing. I actually haven't seen you review it yet, John, because I wanted to kind of flesh this out before I started diving into more reviews, but I definitely, I don't know. I'm trying to say things without saying things, if that doesn't seem obvious. But yes, I feel like I was following your tweets. There you go. I think, and I was following your tweets as you were tweeting about the record, and I remember you were like initially like, this record's gonna get a lashing from me. I'm gonna destroy this thing. And then as you kind of listened to the album more, you kind of shifted the tone of your review, which I think is cool. I think it's respectable to do that. You know, while it's always fun sometimes to do a lashing, or to do what, Fantano did with B.O.B.'s latest record, it's not necessarily necessary for everybody to do, and that's why this is a great platform, because you can present an opinion that's maybe similar but in a different way. Hand motions. Hi, Wex! What's happening, Wex? Welcome to this experiment. I might do more of these. I don't know. We'll see how this one turns out. You guys seem to be liking it. If I find more reasons to go live, I'll go live. You're good, man. Yeah, no, for sure. I'm glad that you stopped by, John. And I'll talk to you later, man. Cheers. For those watching in post, John said peace, so that's why I said peace. I did this whole steez. Yeah. Also, Wex, the only reason why I've really I've picked up a lot is because I listen to too much music, and I've looked into studying how to talk about music critically and all that stuff. You pick up things about production aspects from radio stations and all that sort of stuff, but like working in that sort of environment and working in a critical environment are very different things. Like, you're listening to music and you're presenting music for different purposes. Like, even right now, like, I'm playing, this could be considered like a DJ radio set, but I'm using it more as research, because I haven't listened to this record in a while. And I'm thinking about how the record is put together and how it sounds and the scope of their thing. You get what I mean? Maybe. I don't know. Probably gonna go for about... I'll probably stop at 1. I'll probably stop streaming at 1 and let this upload, and then work on this more before I go to work, because I gotta be at work and at 2 my time, so soon-ish. But I figured I'd present a new thing, a new idea. And also, a lot has come out of this, so it's been an educational experience. So how are you doing today, Wex? How is life affecting you in the UK? I'm trying to figure out how to write this. I mean, that just kind of comes with time. You know, the more that you listen to it, the more that you really dig your ears into it, and the more that you kind of look into it. Like, I research a lot of stuff, too. Like, I'll look into... Like, one of the things I'm talking about in this... Oh, is that the end of the record? That's right. I gotta grab my remote real quick and change to the new LP. As to not taint my ears. No! I don't want no more sorrow. I don't want to no more sorrow. I want to... Oh, shit. That happened. I want to listen to One More Light. Coming back to the thing. Hello. I'm back to the thing. Thankfully, that didn't really spill anywhere. That water spilled on shoes that I can sop up. One more light. Today's weird. I finished Zelda. I don't know what to do game-wise. I'm also doing a buttload of work, but I'm a terrible procrastinator. Well, I mean... Maybe you do a one thing. Play a new game. I haven't played Breath of the Wild yet because... I don't have any way to play it, and I've kept myself relatively unspoiled by it. Hoping to keep it that way. Also, it's later for you, so I mean, you got like dinner, and then maybe do a little work. Maybe do a little bit of tiny work, you know? Get a little bit of work done. You know what it's about. You know what it's like. You know what it's like. So now we're throw on One More Light, the new Linkin Park record. Which definitely, I mean, even from the first track, has a different sound to it, so it's gonna be interesting. I'm adding video notes into this essay, by the way. Like, I'm writing out when to do this, when to cut to this, when to cut to that. So that's why I'm like, I've never done something like this before, so we'll see how this works. Best time if any to... What of I know you kind of hyped coming back Wex as well. Have you kind of put that on the back burner again to focus on more of your work stuffs? One thing I don't like about the new Linkin Park record is the album cover. It's like a really okay. No spoilers, but I just don't know how. If I really like it, I just gotta give it. Okay, that's respectable. Cause everyone was like, 10 out of 10, give me all the money. And I know they didn't beat it, cause that game was long as shit. So, good on you. But no, the one thing I really don't like about the new Linkin Park is the album cover. I think the album cover is horrendous. It's like a really bad Instagram post. Like, it's like, I don't know. It's weird. But maybe that's telling of the music itself. I don't know. Trying to formulate thoughts, you know, and stream them live to you beautiful, beautiful people. Script writing is weird. It's really hard. What the hell is this video? Oh, Linkin Park had a video for the song Good Goodbye. And it's like a VHS tape. I've never seen the video for this song. Sorry, I'm not saying anything. This is very bad live talk. One thing I learned, you never want to have dead air. It's not a good thing. But I mean, I don't really know what else to contribute to this. Still trying to return, but like literally everything happened. Computer broke. Oh, I gotta reread that. So trying to return, but literally everything happened. Computer broke, workload increase, and on a course that will be finished. That sucks. That sucks. Good luck with that, man. Because as someone who doesn't have all of that going on, it's still hard to come back to this after not doing it for a while. There's Pusha T in a Linkin Park music video. Never thought I'd see the day. I'm kidding. Pusha T isn't in the wheelhouse of Linkin Park, but it's definitely... I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not surprised. This is going to be an interesting video to do. Anyway, I know it's like 4 minutes early, but, I mean, I tried so and got so far, but in the end, things still went wrong. And on that note, on that beautiful meme-tastic note, I am probably going to close out here, because now I'm just being invested in the work, and I don't want to sit here and just work and not really say anything, because I feel like that's bad live. I need to do things when it's live. But thank you for those that came. Thank you for those that showed up. For those who chatted. Amanda, Henele, John, and Andy. I'm going to be maybe doing more of these. I don't know. We'll see. While I'm working on a bunch of videos, have these things like this that are kind of just fun things to take part in. And we'll see. But thanks. If you're watching this as the VOD, you know my opinions on a lot of things that came out a while ago, and I'll see you guys later. I have been Viral Rack. You guys are good days, lots of situations, and I'll see you another day.